Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Uh, this is a very fun video. Is I got three sets of comics from different vendors or places. So let's start right away. This first batch of comics is from the only comic book shop in my city. So I went there to get my current current books, and only for three books actually. And but I saw they had a lot of other books that I was interested in, and I got a pretty good deal. So let's see what I got. Uh, She-Hulk number one, second volume by John Byrne. I've mentioned before that if I see anything by John Byrne, I will try to pick it up. So this is an amazing run, like everyone knows, right? So cool. So this is one of the new books that I was going to pick up. Marvel Team Up. This is a reprint. Never had the original. Of course, I didn't have the original. So it's a fun thing about this. I actually read it, and there's something different. They changed some of the interior pages, the dialogue, to make it like current. For instance, they remove past reference and they added like Amazon Prime, and instead of watching like I don't know another TV show, they mention Richard, the Richard series. So that's I didn't like that. I don't like it when they change something like that. Current reference. I mean, but even then, cool book to have, right? And also it's a Tom McFarlane cover. Okay. So I love Buffy, the Vampire Slayers, and also Angel, the other TV show. So, of course, when they announced, more than a decade ago, that they were gonna continue the TV show in comic book format, I had to pick up the comics, right? But I never completed my run. So every time I see one of these books, there's another one over here. I grab them, and this is actually season number 10. So this was the final season of the continuation of the TV show in comic books, and this is the final issue. Cool. This had a pretty limited run, so it's still pretty cool. Another Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is season 9. Yeah. Okay. Season 9. Cool cover though. And this is a Savage Dragon by Jim Lee and Choi and Lee. No Larson. Still awesome cover by Jim Lee. Had to pick this up. Darklaw. Yep, Amalgam Comics. Pretty cool. Number one. Larry Hama and Jim Ballant. This is pretty cool. This is the origin of Galactus. It's by Stanley and Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby, sorry. So I don't know if this is a reprint or it's an original comic. I really don't know because the interior art looks amazing. It's one of the best things I've seen Jack Kirby done, and yeah, that's saying a lot. It's amazing interior art, pretty cool. It was very cheap actually. It was just $3, and it's in amazing condition. Well, not amazing, but for $3, anytime, right? Yeah. This one right here is. I think this is. I don't. I'm not really sure if this is the first reprint of uh, uh, Amazing Fantasy 15. I don't know if this is the first reprint, but still, I don't care. This is amazing. Really cool cover. The colors are really bright on the cover, but still they keep the that old school coloring, not the modern stuff that I don't really like. And also, you have the original of Doctor Strange, so pretty cool. This was $5. Another Buffy comic. Yep, you have all the cast in here, and When I was seeing this, I felt a little sad because for you guys that don't know or don't follow or didn't watch the show, so there's some sad news about some actors that has passed away recently. So we have this guy over here. This guy is his name is Sander. He was played by Nicholas Brandon. He passed a few months ago. Then we have Michelle Trachtenberg over here. She played this Buffy's sister, and Dawn. She also passed. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. She was very young. I think she was only 40. She was beautiful. So sad. And now this guy over here, Buffy's mentor and watcher, Giles, Anthony Head, that's the actor, he passed less than a month ago, like a week or 2 weeks ago. That's so sad. And we were just about to get a reboot series, and it never happened. And now I don't know, guys, but still could cover. And let's move on. Secret Wars, What If, cool cover, Doctor Doom with the Infinity Stones. Yep, another cool cover, cool comic, sorry. Promethea, Alan Moore. This is a Wonder Woman homage, I think. Everything by Alan Moore, it's okay in my book, so pretty cool. And another Buffy comic, but this is cool. She's fighting Angel. So Angel is or was Buffy's first romantic interest. Uh, he was her boyfriend, but he is a vampire. But the catch is that he had a soul, so that made him unique. But here, he's back to being a villain again. So she was fighting Buffy. Cool. And something funny, I actually like Angel TV show. It was a spin-off from Buffy's. I actually like Angel's TV show better than Buffy's, and I think that's a hot take, but you guys have to watch Angel. If you love Buffy, you have to watch Angel. I mean, I love Buffy, but Angel TV show, it's so good. It's better than it's more mature than more for grown-ups. That's what I like to say about the Angels TV show. So good cover. And this is another current book, the recent crossover Marvel and DC. This is Superman and Spider-Man. I love crane covers, so yep, pretty cool. Another current book, Thundercats versus Silverhawks, Road to War. So yep, every kid that was born in the 80s, they love Thundercats and also by default Silverhawks. And it's kind of crazy that nobody did something like this before, especially how popular they were. But cool, right? This I think this is the first time they meet Silverhawks and Thundercats. Sorry. And the last book or magazine I got from this vendor is this one, Penthouse Men's Adventure Comics. So it's for adults. Cool cover. So this is the second stack. Actually, this is big stack like you see over here. So these were purchased by eBay or Instagram vendors. So there's random stuff over here. And let's see what I got. And also there's a third stack of comics that I pull apart to show you after this because those are the best books on this haul I got. And well, not only the best, but some special books for me that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's start. So Marvel Age, I think this is the first Star Wars preview. I really don't know. I'm not that much of a Star Wars fan. I mean, of course, I've watched the movies, but the new movies, I passed. But I have a friend that loves Star Wars, so I'm thinking maybe I can sell this to him. So cool. Moving on. Marvel Age, another Marvel Age. So this is actually cool. This is uh, during the original Secret Wars. So there was so many fan mail that Jim Shooter, this guy over here, So he wanted to print those letters. So he did that in this issue. So in this issue, you get to read the letters from the fans back in the day about Secret Wars. So cool. I think this completes the whole experience reading Secret Wars for the first time. So yep, I can't wait to read this. This is interesting. I've never seen this before. So Satan Six. This is by Jack Kirby, and it's the cover is ink by McFarlane. McFarlane. There you go. Yeah, you can see it's top. But also it has another on other creators like Tony Isabella, clearly Steve Ditko, Frank Miller, Joe Cena, Terry Austin. So pretty cool. I have no idea. This guy over here looks like Conan. Oh, cool, right? Maybe I don't know. I'll read this and hope it's good. So moving on, we have Red Sonja. I picked this book only because of the cover. It's so amazing, so good. Look at that. Yeah, black and white. Yep, pretty cool. Amazing cover, right? Random Teen Titans book. This so there's a small batch of DC comics. Those comics I'm planning to sell to my friend. He loves DC more than me, especially Silver Age or during this era, like 70s and 80s. So yeah, I picked these books especially for him. So we'll see. But anyways, Tales of the Teen Titans, George Perez, cool. Brother Blood, yeah, okay. Superman, Doctor Fate, Brave and the Bold, Hawkman and Batman, and who's this guy? I have no clue. This is actually cool. Batman and the Outsiders. This is when Batman quit the Justice League and he created his own team, the Outsiders. Cool. So I saw this and I was like, whoa. But I got excited for a little bit and then I realized it's a reprint, Vampirella Classic. So, but still cool. Issue number 3, cool cover. This Kamandi book, yep, also sending this one to my friend. Cool. So I like westerns, so every time I see a comic, a western about a comic about western, I try to pick it up. So this was for cheap in it's good condition. So yep, is that Jack Kirby in the cover? Maybe. Another Brave and the Bold. I don't think this is Neil Adams. I don't think so, but cool. Another book from my friend. This is not a pirate. What is this? Dogs. I tell you, man. DC during this time, DC was very weird, man. Look at this cover. Bunch of dogs. Like, what are they doing? This is also for my friend. So this one right here. This is a reprint, right? But it's still cool. I've never seen this before, so I grab it. I'm gonna keep this. Cool horror comic book. So yep, it's a reprint of the originals. Oh, I think it's a reprint. It has to be a reprint. Yeah, yeah, it has to be a reprint. Aliens book. Yeah, cool cover. Also, Captain America's another collection that I have a lot of books, and every time I know that I'm not completing the first volume because it's like 40 something, 400 something books. There's just too much books over there to have the complete run of Captain America first volume. But I have a pretty huge collection still. So every time I see these books, they usually go for $1. So why not? I grab them. So got this one here, another one here for my collection. So this is Tom of Dracula. What if? I think it's that. What if Dracula turned Blade into a vampire? So back in the day, Blade wasn't really a vampire. He was something in between. He was actually made a vampire in the 90s in a Spider-Man book. I have it somewhere around, but yeah, so I think this is a what if he was turned into a vampire by Dracula before. Pretty cool, and also it's Mark Waldman, the original creator of Blade. Cool. So when I was a teenager, this was the Justice League. So and still I think this is the best roster ever. You have top heroes here: Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, and Flash. So yeah, I saw this issue number one for $1. Yep, all the time. Exiles. This special book for me is a pretty awesome and sad issue, especially what happened after this. So yeah, if you guys, if you get a chance to read Exiles, especially the first volume, please do it. It's really good. This is Mary Jane from an alternate dimension when she was the one that became a Spider-Man, or I mean, a Spider-Woman instead of Peter. So yep, random X-Men book, Terry Dodson cover. Secret Defenders. I used to have these when I was a kid, and those books, I read these books so much that they just disappeared. They were a mess. So I see these for $1. Yep. Secret Defenders, cool. Another one, and another one. Exiles again, cool cover. Psylocke and Blink, really cool cover. This is Claremont. Okay. Another Marvel Age, cool cover by Bill Sienkiewicz. Sienkiewicz, I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, it looks like one of those Queen albums cover. Another Marvel Age. I think this was back then where they were starting to promote X Factor, and you don't see any female here because it was supposed to be Dazzler, but they changed opinion in somewhere before the book was published, and they got Jean back from the dead. So cool. Another Marvel Age. This features the entire Marvel bullpen, the office of Marvel back then. So every time I see one of these books that features and you get to see photos of the Marvel office back in the day, I usually grab it. So this is cool. Full color photos of all your ballpen favorites. Yeah, so cool. Really cool cover by Frank Miller. Captain America crying with the American flag burned on his hand. Cool. So this issue here, this cover, I used to have a Marvel card. I don't remember what it was about, but it was about this cover. So and I always thought that this is one of the best covers, if not the best Venom covers, just because of the colors. It's different from what Marvel was publishing what back then. Um, I mean, I'm talking about the colors they're using here. This looks like an Image Comics book more than Marvel because of the colors. Really, really amazing cover. So yeah. So this one over here is Spider Island. This is the second volume. This is related to Secret Wars over here. Yeah. So I got issue number 5, issue number 4, 3, and 2, and somewhere around this mess over here, I have issue number 1, but that's part of another collection I bought like a month ago or something. So the reason I picked this small mini series is because of this over here. Plus an MC2 story by the original Spider Girl team. That means Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends. So those are the creators of Spider Girl, Mayday Parker, and I'm a huge fan of Spider Girl. I'm working to try to have a complete run of Spider Girl, Volume One, and Amazing Spider-Girl. That's the second volume and all her miniseries and appearances. So this was on my list, and I finally have it. Have it. So cool. And some random Iron Man books. They're not bad, but they're in this bag, very old. So yep, this isn't even. Oh, this is not okay. Another Iron Man. Another Iron Man. Another Iron Man. And yeah, I don't know. I think this is a minor key. I'm not really sure, but yeah, so small maybe. And another Iron Man. Oh, I gotta be honest. I picked this book only for the cover. Yep, look at that. Pretty cool. I've never read this before. Like Dawn. I know who she is, but I've never had any of these before. So why not? It was $1. So yep. And then I have this small run of Spider-Man late 90s by Howard McKee and John Byrne. Over here, another one. Oh, this is actually Romita Jr. now. Yeah, Romita. Cool. And another one. Cool. So that's it for this group, but inside this group also have a smaller batch of comics that are cool or special or yep, more valuable. So I show it to you right now over here. So this book over here, this is a Venomimes variant for a spectacular Spider-Man. So this is all made Venomize with wheat cakes. This is pretty. It's actually a little bit creepy, but also amazing. You see the venom over there and the pancakes or wheat cakes, whatever. So I saw this cover and I was okay. I got to search this book and apparently it's around $20. I don't think that anyone is buying it for $20, but people are listing this on eBay for 20, $18, whatever. I got it for $1. I think that's something. Who knows? But still pretty cool cover. I really like it. This is amazing. It's very creepy, especially because it's on May. So that's different. Cool. So this book over here is special to me. Not a key or anything, and I'm actually I think that most people won't know don't know about this book. So this book over here, Star Masters. This is the last. This is a mini series. I think it was like 3 issues, maybe four. But this is the last work of Mark Grunwald. He used to be a Marvel editor. He also was a writer. He wrote Captain America for a very long time. Actually, his run of Captain America is my favorite, even better than Brubaker's. And I know that's a hot take, but it's my take. So this is his last work before he sadly passed of a stroke or something like that. So I saw it and I have to pick this up. So cool. I have to look for the dress, but anyways, it's special to me. This one over here is a small key, cool, amazing cover. Looks like a rock album or cover or whatever it is. It's amazing. Bill Sienkiewicz. So this is the first appearance of Lila Cheney. Excuse me. Yeah, she's cool. She can teleport in space and interdimensional travel via teleportation or something like that. Cool issue. Then this right over here, this is a what if from 2018. What if Flash Thompson became Spider-Man? Cool, right? And also how much is the one Amazing Spider-Man cover by Romita. But I only got this for $2. But then I noticed that there's a signature over here. Yep, over there. So I was thinking, so wait, is that real? So who is that supposed to be? So I look it up. This is the writer is Jerry Conway. So I look it up, and yep, it looks like it's Jerry Conway's signature. Yep. I mean, it doesn't have a certificate or anything, but yeah, Jerry Conway's signature. Pretty sure it's his. It looks exactly as I can see. I could see on Google. So this might even be one of his last works for Marvel, at least. Not his last, but one of his last. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty awesome for $2, right? So, yep. Moving on, the big books. So this one over here, Amazing Spider-Man 100. So I saw this listed on eBay, and it had an amazing deal. So it was very good. So I won't say how much, but it was very good. I couldn't pass it, so I pulled the trigger and got it. I think this is the best amazing the best Spider-Man 100 issue ever. So we have 200. That's I think that's when Spider-Man gets to see the burglar that killed Uncle Ben again. Still cool. I have the issue over here somewhere. It's pretty cool. But and then we have 300. Of course, that's Venom. Amazing. But I think this is the best one of the anniversary issues. This is the best one by Romita. It's so iconic. So yeah, it's a pretty good condition. So we have something here, but the cover is attached. No missing pages. It was amazing. It was less than $100, guys. So I think that was a very good deal. So yeah, I took it. So next we have over here X23. This is the second volume, I think. So issue number one. Cool. Yep. And this over here, guys. I've never read any Sandman books. I mean, I think I read one issue, maybe. I don't really remember. I, I remember like maybe I did read a random issue, but not really sure. But so why did I pick this up? This is not Sandman. This is Dead. So Dead is supposed to be Sandman's sister, right? So I picked this up because the artist is, yeah, Chris Bacalo or Bacalo, I don't know. So I love him, and this is from the early '90s, back when Bacalo was, at least to me, he was on his prime as an artist. It was before he created Generation X on Marvel with Scott Lobdell. So then over the years, his style changed. It's not bad, but it's very different. So this one over here is Bacalo or Bacalo at his prime. Amazing interior art. So this is the reason I picked this up. It's the first solo series featuring Dead. Still cool, right? I'm gonna read this. And the last book is this over here. Amazing Spider-Man. Yep, 33. So there you go. Steve Ditko cover book, Stanley. So, but sadly, there's something wrong with this book. I got it. This wasn't cheap, but I thought it was a very okay, decent price. So I picked this up, but I never realized that I never read it. I never noticed that the main the centerfold is detached. So that's why you see over here this. You see those pages. So the book is complete. All the other pages are attached to the cover, but the main ones and the center are detached. So that's too bad, guys. So this is a huge issue for me, a huge comic. So this is when Spider-Man is trapped under tons of debris and but it's yeah I've been trying to pull the trigger on this one and finally did it and it's no I don't want it to I don't want it like that, so I'm gonna try to sell it to a friend, to my friend, maybe get some of my money back, but yeah, too bad. But anyways, that's it. Please let me know what you think about this. If you like these videos, just put a like to them, and that's it. I do this for fun, nothing big. I have a huge collection of comics that I would like to show you guys sometime. It's a mess, I know, but yep, we'll see one day. And that's it for today. Let me know if you want to see more of this content. I usually do it just for fun. And yep, thanks for watching. Bye.